Good morning, good morning. What's going on with your kings and queens? How y'all doing this morning? Hopefully y'all having a blessed day. Just want to kick in with you, man. Drop in and ask a few questions. I actually got a good question, man, that hit me that I want to ask somebody else. And maybe you can respond to this and let me know how you feel. It's not really how you feel, but just give me your reaction to it. I was given a question this morning as I was doing my studies. What's going on with your fam? But the question was, is your praise louder than your complaint? And the reason why that question made so much sense to me, man, I actually had an opportunity to hear someone say that they was upset and they felt like God was forgetting about them and like God forgot about them and not really looking at their situation and not really concerned about their situation. So it really worked on me and made me understand where I'm at right now. And it made me look at where I'm at and just get a better idea of how I feel about where I'm at. And I started asking myself, we all got complaints. We all have disagreements with where we are right now at this point in our life. A lot of us want to be doing better. And I think what hurts me more when I hear people talking about certain situations in their lives is they compare it to other people. And that's really the wrong thing to do. The worst thing you can do is compare yourself to someone else. And I had to give an answer that was, I think it was received, but it wasn't something that person agreed with. And, the Spirit gave me a question to ask was, the question that the Spirit gave me was, if you want what somebody else got, and no matter how they got it, if they got it doing good or doing bad, we're always going to go back to what the Bible said, what God always spoke to us. For me, from being kids, we all know this one thing: you reap what you sow. So if you're looking at, you want what somebody else got, you want it bad enough, so you want God to bless you with what somebody else got. You got to also look at God is going to pay back, whatever person, whatever they did, he going to pay you back for it. So you reaping what you sow. So if you want what they got and you want God to bless you with what they got, do you want God to also give you the same treatment? You know what I'm saying? That he going to give them, despite however they got it. If they got it by doing good or they got it by doing bad, remember, you reap what you sow. So if you reaping what you sow, God going to give you back what you sowed, regardless if you got it right now. And I think that's the biggest thing that made me ask this question, and it made me really think about it, was a lot of people don't sit back long enough to look at how people got certain things they got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's going to judge you. Do what you do. We all come from certain situations that we had to get it how we get it. But then when you grow up and you become more mature, you learn how to get it the right way. And as a parent, you're going to teach your children the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or you going to, as an older brother or older sister, you're going to teach people that's under you. And sometimes you teach people that's older than you. Because it's something that's in people, that has to be taught out of a person. And I think we forget that when we approach people and when we approach people's situations and we like trying to figure out why this person got that and why that person got this. So the question, back to the question is your praise louder than your complaint? Are you praising God that you're not, in a bad position or a worse position than you could be in? Because at this point in time, man, we going through so much in this life, and we don't really adjust to how many blessings we got. You know what I'm saying? When you looked at how this whole pandemic thing hit, and a lot of people was homeless instantly. Dude, we like 2 years, probably 2 years or something, whatever. I've been lost count because I don't even focus on this stuff. But we so far into it, and you still got somewhere to lay your head. You still got a job. You know what I'm saying? You still got transportation. You got all the stuff that you need to actually, man, maneuver around this mug. But you got some people off rip. They lost everything. And it wasn't because they wasn't saving or none of that. It's the fact that, man, life happens. And sometimes life happens in a way of, what was you thinking before you lost everything? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not justifying nobody losing nothing, but I'm just asking the question. Because we always see people doing things or people falling on bad times, and you try to figure out like what was really on your mind. And a lot of times it ain't about you doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So we get out of, that's why I always say we get out of the religious stuff. It ain't about a person doing bad. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing that we live with and we got to understand is God is first. I said it over and over again. I don't care if you believe in God or whatever, you religious, you whatever. God is real. No matter how you put it, he's real. And I won't debate with nobody about it. I live this. So I'm going to always lean on it. I'm always laying on that. That's just who I am and that's who I'm going to be. But you got to understand, what was a person thinking? Was the person that's falling on bad times, are you thinking God's forgotten about you, or God ain't real, or God, I ain't trusting you no more? A lot of times people fall on hard times, and trust me, God will let you go down there so you can remember who he is, and he'll bring you right back up. See, that's the way the God that I worship. See, I don't worship that preacher. I don't worship these people bouncing around in the churches. I get it, you know what I'm saying? People gonna hate me for that, but it is what it is. See, I'm not a religious dude. I try to do this every day. And that's why I tell people, get on this live. This is something that's new for me. But I'm doing it because God asked me to do it and told me to do it. And I'm going to say ask because God ain't demanding nobody to do nothing. It's free will. So I use my free will to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? But it also make me look at my situation and say, am I? You know what I'm saying? Despite me being on here and worshiping God, I still got complaints. So I had to look at myself. It's still about looking at yourself and look at that person in the mirror. Like, what are you doing? That's how you can't pass judgment on people. You know what I'm saying? I got my days. Trust me. I'm in a whole nother lane right now with my life that I don't even understand. But it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Going from working for somebody and then working for yourself. Man, that's a blessing. But it comes with a lot of other issues. But most of them issues come with who you going to trust. Are you going to trust what you can do? Or are you going to trust what God can do? So I had to ask myself that question. Am I complaining more than I'm praising? So what is God hearing? Is he hearing my complaints more than he hearing my praises? Is he hearing me saying thank you every morning I wake up? Just the basic stuff. See, that's the problem. People think you got to be like heavy, grab your Bible and walk around with it all day. Nah, you need to be your Bible. Because, see, the Bible is just filled with a whole bunch of stories of people who are just like us. They chose to do right. They chose to have a story that can be told. Can your story be told? That's where it really falls. Can your story be told? You know what I'm saying? So just praising God is not just about being religious. It ain't about telling people what church you go to, who your pastor is and all that. I ain't down to nobody and I ain't taking that from nobody if you're a pastor or whatever. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, people got to sit back and have a one-on-one relationship with God before they have a one-on-one relationship with people. And that's what God getting mad. See, and the question is really going towards the people who sitting in churches all the time. You sitting and talking about, what another man and what people doing, or are you going to church to congregate to talk about people? Or are you going there to worship the God that we're supposed to be worshiping? And leaving that building that you're going into to go out here and talk to some people out here that need to know who God really is. See, that's where that question come in at. It ain't just about, let me ask a quick question. Nah, I want to get deeper into it. And that's why I said at the beginning, man, chime in and let me know what you feel. Like I said, people going to have their own feelings. If you got negativity to say, hey, man, have at it. But to me, I was always taught by God and through what I read, man, in my studies. I ain't finna go back and forth with you. So I'm going to tell you that up front. But I definitely want to chime in and see I want you to chime in and tell me what your mind is. You know what I'm saying? What your thinking is. and what you feel will be better to grow this kingdom thing that we supposed to be walking for. You know what I'm saying? When I get on these lives, trust me, man, I don't have no intent to be on here talking about too much of nothing, because I just want God to lead me. So everything you hearing is really a question from the Spirit. And I just had to drop that disclaimer because, see, I ain't with that whole internet stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just really being obedient and speaking what I'm supposed to speak. Anybody who know me will let you know I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person for no clout and want to get on here and get all this and get that. If I get one person's soul and people, feel the need to go and talk to God after hearing what I say, man, I win. The kingdom win. See, it ain't about me trying to get 100,000 views on this, and I ain't for that, man. I got a whole life outside of being on social media. But I do have a job to do. And that's one of my praises. That's not a complaint. That's one of my praises. To get on and let God speak. To be a vessel. That's another question. But I ain't gonna ask that one. But the biggest thing is really I don't want it to seem like I'm ranting and I'm upset about nothing. I just have to be straightforward, because we live in a society that people gonna speak their mind, and you know it is what it is, but you can't speak yours. So I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And I just want people to always open their eyes up and open their minds up and understand, man. Anybody you see on the social media that's putting this work in for the Spirit and for the kingdom, man, look, understand them folks going through some stuff. And people will come outside of their pains just to come in and worship and let you see what God really trying to do for you. So don't discredit none of these folks out here that's really out here doing it for real and really praising God. So I commend every one of you kings and queens that's out here doing it. All my brothers and sisters, man, yeah, I understand. This is a job, and we doing it for one boss, and that's God. Not for man, not for our families, not for friends, not for nobody. We just doing this for God, because what we do for God is going to help us, help our friends, help our families. And that should be the most incredible thing, you do in your day, is to see your bloodline constantly grow. If you don't want to see that happening, I don't know, man. I can't even answer that or respond to that, but you should. But man, really, the question is still what it is. Are you taking your time out to give God thanks for the little things, for just the little small things that you got? Because at the end of the day, you could be without it in a blink of an eye. And that's what people don't get. And that's the biggest thing I want to leave with y'all. Don't ever look at people that's out here that don't have nothing, homeless or whatever, and feel like they had something that they could have done to get themselves back on their feet, or they could have done something before that. Some people don't know when it's going to happen. So you can't down people. The biggest thing you could do right now, man, especially the times we in, is love people. Give somebody some love, man, because you never know. That little one word, hello, how you doing? How your day going? Something basic, man. See, that's a part of praising God, man, because those are God's people. Just like you are, we all are. Praise God in any kind of way you can, man. We gotta build this whole situation up. No matter who people are. Everybody fall on bad times, but it's up to us as human beings, as individuals, to talk to each person and just be considerate. Ask a person how their day going. They might give you that cold shoulder, but then I guarantee you, if you ask it enough, God gonna give you all kinds of opportunities to run back into that person again and again and again and again until you break them down. And all you got to do is say the simple things, man. How you doing? Good evening. Trust me. It's going to be a door that's going to open, and you're going to be able to walk in it, and you're going to be able to let that person see that, man, we ain't all the same. Or, man, I feel you. I understand. Or if I don't understand, let me understand. That way I can, when I see you again, I can ask you a question to lift you up. And every time I see you, let me try to give you another question to lift you up higher. Because trust me, you want the same thing. You wake up in the morning, you want to be lifted. Lift somebody else up by just praising God. Get up in the morning and say thank you. Give me somebody to just encourage. Give me somebody to say, how you doing? Just the basic stuff, man. I'm telling you, God appreciate that. And the same way you wake up with the intentions to better somebody else's life, God is gonna wake up and He gonna get up with the intentions to bless your life. And the blessing ain't about money. So when we hear that word blessing, that's the first thing we think about. I guess that's why we ain't getting a lot of praise out there, because people want the money. Just be grateful for the life, for the time, for the space that you got. Because trust me, He said, I can trust you with a little, man, I can give you a whole lot. But if I can't trust you with a little, don't expect nothing else. Because you're going to be either stuck with that little, or I take that from you and give it to somebody else that will appreciate it. All I can say, man, stay focused out there, though. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. I definitely was feeling this spirit hit me on this one, so I had to get it out and be obedient. But y'all know how I say every day, man, that I get on these lives. Keep your head on the swivel. Negativity is out there. Can't go around it. You got to walk through it. Keep your mind right. Stay focused, man. Be grateful for where you at. It can be worse, and it can be bad. Keep your eyes open, man. Y'all know what it is. 100. Strong on. Y'all be easy out there.